Good evening. Our special weather report. As a dangerous weather pattern is taking shape and is expected to have a major impact on many areas of the United States in the coming days. The latest radar maps and satellite imagery show extreme heat continuing to blanket states in the Great Plains, Midwest, and Southeast, while the risk of severe storms is increasing across the Central and Northern Plains, the Midwest, and the Ohio Valley. This is a convergence of multiple powerful meteorological factors, creating a high-risk scenario that residents should treat with utmost caution. Just yesterday, a low-pressure system swept through Montana, unleashing severe thunderstorms with wind gusts ranging from 60 to 85 miles per hour, strong enough to topple trees, damage rooftops, and knock out power lines. The National Weather Service issued tornado warnings for multiple areas. Experts explain that this was triggered by a collision between cold air from the north and hot, humid air streaming northward from the Gulf of Mexico. When these two air masses meet, strong convective energy is released, producing massive thunderclouds accompanied by hail and damaging winds. Moisture from the Gulf of Mexico not only makes the atmosphere feel more oppressive but also acts as fuel for strong storms. In the Midwest and Northern Plains, this hot, humid air rises and meets cooler air from the north, creating ideal convective currents for thunderstorms to form and intensify rapidly. Meanwhile, along the East Coast, only scattered showers are expected. Offshore in the Atlantic, a tropical disturbance is beginning to take shape, but forecast models indicate that its chances of affecting land remain low. Looking at the broader picture, we are currently facing three simultaneous threats: a widespread heatwave that could push temperatures to record levels, severe thunderstorms capable of producing strong winds, large hail, and tornadoes, and the potential development of tropical storms in the Atlantic and Caribbean. Forecasts suggest that the jet stream will stabilize early next week, bringing brief relief, but by midweek, signals point to a new low-pressure system forming near the Rockies. Notably, the GFS model projects the possibility of a major hurricane making landfall in Florida in about 12 days. Around mid-August, however, meteorologists emphasize that the reliability of such long-range forecasts remains low. Temperature anomaly data shows an extreme heat zone over eastern Denver, with the potential to surpass the highest readings on record. This is the result of a stubborn high-pressure system blocking cooler air from the north, combined with intense summer solar radiation. However, by this weekend, a cold front from Canada is expected to sweep southward, offering some relief. Currently, many places are experiencing dangerous heat, with temperatures reaching 100 degrees Fahrenheit and even 110 degrees Fahrenheit in Omaha and Kearney, Nebraska. In the southwest, readings are approaching 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix recently recorded 118 degrees Fahrenheit, the hottest August temperature since records began. These conditions pose extreme health risks, including heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and potentially life-threatening situations without proper precautions. Alongside the heat, the severe weather threat remains. Today, forecasters have issued a slight risk for parts of the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, while a marginal threat stretches from the Texas Panhandle to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. The primary hazards include strong winds, large hail, and a 2 to 5% tornado risk in certain areas. Residents are urged to limit outdoor activities in the late afternoon and evening, when storms often reach peak intensity. Through the weekend, conditions will remain unsettled. On Saturday, light thunderstorms may appear in Wisconsin and Iowa, with marginal risk levels in Kansas City and Denver. The main hazards remain strong winds, hail, and a tornado risk around 2%. By Sunday, storms could form around Kansas City and northern St. Louis. Today's strongest storms are expected between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., beginning in eastern North and South Dakota as well as western Minnesota, then moving toward Duluth, the Twin Cities, and Wisconsin. By Saturday, scattered storms could merge into a large storm complex, with heavy rain lasting through the night. Flash flood risk will increase, especially in low-lying areas and along rivers. In the tropics, two areas of disturbed weather are developing. though they are likely to remain offshore without direct land impact. However, a tropical wave from Africa is moving westward and could develop in the Caribbean or Western Atlantic, with a 30 to 40% chance of formation between now and around August 20th. Some models, such as the ECMWF, suggest a possible hurricane impact on island territories or even the U.S. mainland between August 15 and 22. Still, forecast confidence remains low, and close monitoring is needed. Given the current situation, experts advise residents in heat-affected areas to drink plenty of water. Avoid going outside during peak heat. Wear light-colored clothing, and apply sunscreen if outdoors. For areas at risk of severe storms and tornadoes, ensure you have a safe shelter plan. Flashlights, backup batteries, and essential supplies ready. Coastal and island communities, even with a medium to low tropical storm risk, should review emergency plans and follow weather updates closely. To better understand the unusual nature of this weather pattern, we can look back at similar events in U.S. history. In the summer of 1936, during the Great Depression, a persistent high-pressure dome covered much of the nation's interior, causing many Great Plains and Midwest states to record temperatures above 110 degrees Fahrenheit for several consecutive days. Thousands of people died, and agriculture suffered severe losses. Today's temperatures in Omaha, Kearney, and Phoenix are approaching those historic records, underscoring the seriousness of the current situation. In 1995, Chicago endured a deadly heatwave with a high of 106 degrees Fahrenheit. But the heat index, the feels like temperature, exceeded 120 degrees Fahrenheit, killing over 700 people. This shows that the combination of high heat and humidity, similar to what's now gripping the Midwest, is especially dangerous. When it comes to hurricanes, 2005's Hurricane Katrina is a stark reminder of how a tropical system can rapidly intensify and cause catastrophic damage. Initially just a tropical depression, Katrina strengthened over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico into a Category 5 hurricane, devastating Louisiana and claiming nearly 2,000 lives. Another example is Hurricane Michael in 2018, which intensified from Category 1 to Category 5 in just 72 hours before striking Florida's Panhandle. Michael's formation conditions closely resemble what meteorologists are currently watching in the Caribbean and Western Atlantic: warm sea surface temperatures, high humidity, and stable atmospheric flow. The lessons from history are clear, even when forecasts cannot yet confirm the exact track or intensity of a weather event. Preparedness and timely action are key to minimizing losses. We will continue to closely monitor developments and update you as soon as new information becomes available, including through live broadcasts if necessary. Please remember to enable alerts so you don't miss any critical weather warnings.